Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam. Shalawam, Shalawam. Let's get into it. Alright. So, first and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us his truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves, keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of their ability. It's your brother Yerami Kazak back with hopefully another edifying lesson through the strength, spirit, and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Alright, I pray all is well for everybody, man, and to the hopeful elect. Shalawam to the hopeful elect. So this lesson we're going to go into not trusting in your own mind, right? Where we had a certain individual doesn't really, fellowship with us anymore, but he's trusting in his own mind and really not the scriptures. So I'll play a video of his in a minute. I'm going to share the live out a little bit. Let brothers know that I'm live. And then we'll go into it. Yo, who is this Blissful Sunshine? I'm about to block her. Don't show. No, keep trying to add me as a guest. These people, bro. They do this mess for entertainment. They do this mess. It's vain. These individuals are vain as hell. You get on. This is where you make your money. Like, what? This is your job. That's weird. This shit ain't stable. They could shut this app down any day. All right, and this is where you make your money. Well, when they do shut it down, then you can't make your money. You looking stupid. You're gonna be even more desperate to take the C-hip. Right? Man, let's get that scripture, man. This is Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. You individuals, do you know what folly is? It's all of this shit. All right? It's Facebook. It's TikTok. It's Instagram. Okay? That's folly. Just being on the net, looking at other people. What the fuck is that about? This shit is weird, man. All right? For the majority of it, it's weird. Now, if brothers bringing out lessons, then great. That's beneficial. That's the only true prophet. Everything else is a false prophet, right? So you're just getting on the net, looking at a female, she's just showing off her body. That's folly. That's vanity. You bitches don't even look good. Everything on your body be fake. Everything about you be fake. And your attitude is far worse than your appearance, right? What you mean, what's going on, Malak? Have you looked around the world, bro? What you mean, what's going on? What? What's going on? Oh, my God. What's going on? I mean, open your eyes. What's going on? We live in Babylon. That's what's going on. What is she known as? Let's get it in the scriptures. This is Revelation 17:5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. This should vex you. As Solomon said, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Ecclesiastes 1:14. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Everything, man. All right? All of this is all vanity. It's all vexation of spirit. It's annoying. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. You know? At the end of the day. So, going back to the base scripture, which was Ecclesiastes 10:6, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. Meaning that folly is set high. Such as, look at these guys with false Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? That's folly. You got these guys talking in Yiddish. That's folly. That's pointless. Yahweh, Yeshua, Yahusha. These names are folly. The activities that come with it are folly. Sabbath, they're in their Sabbath today, right? Friday to Saturday. Folly. Right? You got that one dude, Keys, he want to have a podcast. Football, basketball, sports, politics, folly. It's all pointless. What should we be? What did Yahawashi say? Let's go to it. Luke 19:13. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come. These brothers are set up and they don't even know how to occupy. All right? They don't even know what the job is. So going back to the point of the lesson being, stop trusting in your own mind. Actually go to the scriptures and understand what you're supposed to be doing. The way that you're supposed to be doing it. This is why you have elders. This is why you have leaders. This is why you have teachers. Those that already done it. Those that's already been doing it. So therefore, when you go do it, it's not done in vain. Right? The brother said, Khan, we don't have free will. Yeah, Khan, that's true. Right? But that's no excuse for you, once you get to know it, and if you can understand it, then guess what? That will, the Father's will, has been placed in you in the sense of where he's giving you that understanding. You know what I'm saying? So it goes on you to do what you're supposed to do with it. Because, brothers could use, you don't got free will, so I didn't know. You're still being lazy. You're still not going forth and doing forth the work. This is what happened with Jonah. Jonah had a calling, but he ran away from the calling. You see what we talking about? So therefore, what happened? The Father said, nah, I'm going to bring your ass back. And I'm going to bring you into where? Nineveh. So the will of the Father was still done. Although Jonah tried to run away. You get what I'm saying? All right. So folly is set in great dignity. A lot of brothers are what? Stuck in folly. Stuck in bullshit. And that's why you have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. This is why we were knocked down. Because of what? Because folly leads to idolatry. Folly leads to playing the harlot. That's why I brought out the mother of harlots. Look at, who said that, man? It was one of those sheiks, I believe, or one of those guys overseas, he said, look at a nation's women and you can tell how that nation is. You can tell the order of that nation. Look at our women. Let's pull up the average black woman. Right? Let's pull up the average Jake woman in America. This is the first picture that popped up. This. Right? Which, that's not even it. Natural hair? No, that's not it. Give me a proper depiction. Maybe this. This is it. That's it. All right? With the fake hair. All right? And it gets worse. Because shit. That's your average depiction. And what more? Furthermore, out of line, out of order, hate men, no understanding, right? I just saw a woman on here talking about, what did she say? I'm trying to be TikTok famous so I can buy me and my daughter a house. Once again, folly. This is not a job, yo. This should not be your job. Esau has positioned individuals to use social media to make money, to use a job, being as a job, which is messing up your dopamine, it's messing up your entire genetics, it's messing up your psychological behavior. Because it used to be back in the day, you would work a job and you would put in hard work. You would put in hard work. You would feel a long day of working, 12 hours, 10 hours, whatever it may be. Shit, I worked 16 hours before, all right? And, that boom, you would feel that. Now, you can post a couple videos, post 20 videos a day, 10 videos a day. You make a little bit of money off that. It's false. Dopamine is destroyed. Therefore, your achievement level is destroyed. The way that you understand how life is supposed to be. These kids now, all they know is post a picture and see it go up, comments, likes, shares, boom. That's not real. They think the world loves them. The world don't love you. The world does not like you. The world hates you. It despises you, man. Let's keep it going. Some more average Israelite women. Jake women. All right? Cleavage. Never covering their heads. Makeup. The big hoop earrings. Or haircut. Just like that. That glory is gone. Or fake hair. That's the average. And then you add that with social media, with OnlyFans, with IG, with selling the box. You add all that up and go back to Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low places. So the ways of a fool is lifted up. And why doesn't her real hair grow? Because of Isaiah the 3rd chapter. Because it's a curse on these women. But instead of these women acknowledging the curse, acknowledging their offense, being humble, what do? They go forth and find an artificial solution, which is weave, tracks, extensions. Right? Once again, more folly. You're putting on hairs on your head that was, under a false god. These things are prayed over. They have spells on them. Why do you think? And it also came out that wigs are causing cancer. So that's all folly, man. I get that for you. Matthew 6:19-21. And it reads, Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And these women, their heart, these men, their heart is what? It's with their possessions on this earth. It's in carnal things. We know carnal minded is to, that's enmity towards the Most High. That means you're against the Most High Yahawah. You're against Yahawah and Yahawashi. Right? It's like and it's crazy. I gotta say, when I say the Most High, you should automatically know that I'm saying Yahawah, but I have to say Yahawah because a lot of you motherfuckers are not saying Yahawah. You're saying something else. Because going back to Ecclesiastes 10 and 6, folly is set in great dignity. So the ways of a fool is lifted up. No understanding. Now let's get to this guy Trayvon, man. And this guy separated from us, right? I don't even know what his issue is, but he ain't been around in a long time. He used to come around and listen, but it's all good. So I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna show you this. This is, let me see. I don't know when he put this out, but I believe it was recent. He put this out 6/26. All right, he ain't dealt with us in like a month or two, But this is what happens because he left that living water. So I'm gonna play this video and we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna stop it at certain points.
Just wanted to jump on here real quick and talk about trust, right? Because trust is a big thing for me. Trust is a big thing for all of us. And we all say, like, I don't trust this person, I don't trust this situation, I don't trust these things. When really, I don't necessarily believe is like you necessarily don't trust the human being, right? Because I do believe I do believe innately we all are good people, right?
That's a lie. He said innately we all are good people. Well, let's see what the scriptures say about that, right? Because, you calling on God and all of that. But don't you go to the scriptures? You got to use the scriptures to prove what you're saying. And this is what you worldly individuals do not do. This is why you would say that you believe that we're all innately good people, which is a lie. All right? Let's go to Romans 9. And let's start. I'm going to start up a little bit. We start at 11 and go down. 4, he don't get that out. And he was with us for a while. He was with us for, maybe a couple weeks. He was coming through, listening, coming up on the live. We told him to take notes. It shows that you individuals don't take notes. You don't write scriptures down. You don't really properly understand the breakdowns. You don't go and search the scriptures. You can get up here and Shalawam and Shalom and all of that, but you're not doing anything. You're not actually writing down nothing. It's going through one ear and out the other because your actions later on proves that, right? So this is Romans 9 and 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of power according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. So the will of the Most High was already, in effect. All right. Okay, the brother put Mark 10 and 18. Ain't nobody good for real. Yeah, but understand this, bro. You have the what? You have the sons of God. You have the sons of the wicked. And you have the sons of men. Now you have just men. You have blameless men. You have perfect men. A just man. A righteous man. Right? So this is what we're referring to. All right? So you have men that qualify to actually be saved. Right? At the end of the day, yes, Romans 3 and 23, we all fall short. We all sin. But a righteous man falls 7 times and get back up. So that's what we're referring to as an individual that's actually in the eyes of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, is gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't understand what he's talking about when he says good or anything like that, you know. But you have just men and you have wicked men, and that's what he doesn't understand. That's why we're in here. So before the kids even came out, you already had the wicked decided. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. Prophecy, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Father already hated this individual. Because spiritually, who is this? This is Cain. Spiritually also, this is the serpent, which is a man going back into the garden. Right? What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with power? Power forbid. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So you have certain vessels that he will deal with. As the scriptures say, he hollows certain days out to be Sabbaths, certain days to be high holy days, certain days to be feast days, Passover, Feast of Tabernacles, etc., etc. And then you got basic ass days like today. Today is a basic ass day, right? It's not the Shabbat. It's nothing. It's just a regular old Saturday. But for you individuals that you're falling in this folly, which is set in great dignity, you think today is the Sabbath. Because you're set in that folly, that foolishness, which makes you fools. Right? Today is not a hallowed day. It's not a special day. It's just a Saturday, bro. All right? So keeping it going. And furthermore on that 15, he's having compassion on us because he allowed us to see that. He allowed us to understand that. Right? So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of power that showeth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. What did Yahawah do to Pharaoh's heart? He hardeneth it. He is the father of spirits. He is Alashadria, demon-like powers. You read about the account of Gideon going to fight. What did Yahawah do to the individuals that he was fighting? He put a spirit on them to make them fight each other, fight one another. He's done this countless times, causing chaos in the camps of men that we had to fight. So he's the father of spirits. He can put a spirit on you to make you go crazy. Right? Like it was 10 people in here. Now it's 8. He put a spirit on them to leave. They're like, oh, you talking about? Whatever. I don't like that. Yeah. Okay. Well, beautiful. Keep it moving. The compassion is not shown unto you. Let's keep it going. Verse 17, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore have he, and first, let's look at that. You had to have a bad guy for the good guys to be. For us to be who we are, the righteous, you have to have the wicked. Brothers should know what precept I'm about to get next, right? In the book of Proverbs. Let's keep it going though, and we'll go there. For the verse 18, therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he hardeneth. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For what hath resisted his will? For who hath resisted his will, Salakia? No one. No one can resist the will of Yahawah. Nay, but O man, who art thou that replieth against power? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? You asking Yahawah why you was made how you was made, that's a pointless question, man. He is the potter, you are the clay. Don't you got certain bowls? You got this candle. It was made to hold a candle, right? You got this. This was shaped to hold this, to hold, some sand. That's what it was shaped for, right? You got this brush. it was shaped to hold this. Is they looking at their creators like, why did you make me a brush? I did not want to be a brush. Hey, turn me into a carrot. No, you can't do shit, bro. You already this. That's what you are. You can't change. Ain't no shape shifting, right? So stop trying to resist the will of the Most High. Whatever position you are in, that's the position you are in. All right? I'll go back and get it out in an NLT. Keeping it going. Verse 20. Where was he at? 21. Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? So there it goes. So for this individual to say everybody's innately good is a damn lie. You have vessels of honor, the Israelites, the saints, and then you have vessels of dishonor, the 2/3 and the heathens, right? So the brother want me to get it in the NOT. Let's get it. And I'll start at 17. For the scriptures say that power told Pharaoh, I have appointed you for this very purpose of displaying my power in you and to spread my fame throughout the earth. So you see, so Pharaoh was lifted up to be knocked down. Was lifted up to be knocked down. He was a punching bag. So Yahawah could show his glory at that point in time, so that the whole earth would know of what Yahawah did in the land of Egypt. So you see, power chooses to show mercy to some, and he chooses to harden the hearts of others so they refuse to listen. So if you don't get it, if you are wicked, he has done that to you. He chose you to be like that. And it's nothing you can do about it. Right? Well, then you might say, why does power blame people for not responding? Haven't they simply done what he makes them do? No, don't say that. Who are you, a mere human being, to argue with power? Should the thing that was created say to the one who created it, why have you made me like this? When a potter makes jars out of clay, doesn't he have a right to use the same lump of clay to make one jar for decoration and another to throw garbage into? In the same way, even though power has the right to show his anger and his power, he is very patient with those on whom his anger falls, who are destined for destruction. You can get that in the Apocrypha. I believe it's in the book of Barak. I have to find it. But a man's life is short. A man's life is like 100 years, as it says. And it's brief. It's like the wink of an eye. Like the father looks around and boom, your life is gone. That's how you are to him. So he has patience with you. If a brother know what I'm talking about, post it in the chat. But the father has patience with you because of that fact. Because your life is short, man. Your ways are not his ways. Your thoughts are not his thoughts. The scriptures say many times men guess, and 9 out of 10 times we wrong. We're constantly wrong. You may be looking in the spirit like, why did he do this? Why did he do that? Right? How come Noah lived for 900 years, but we only live 75 to 100? Well, you need to read, brother. All right? It's getting to the point with you brothers, man. I'm about to stop asking questions that you need to read and get that experience and that knowledge for yourself. Okay? As the brother gave you the answer, but it says it in the scriptures. All right? What happened with Noah? Do you understand? Men were living to 900, 800, 700. And what did it say? It said evil began to multiply on the earth because men were living so long. Therefore, they were doing evil. So he shortened our life. He limited our lives. He lowered it. You go into what happened to Adam, right? Adam did die in that day. A day to the Father is what? 1,000 years. Understand? So Adam died before he got to 1,000. Right? This is because of sin. Right? So you got to understand what happened back then. And this is why you got to read. You brothers should be reading. That's why I put a question last night. I put, can you read? It's like a lot of individuals cannot read. Like you scared to read. It's just a book. I was just, shit, it's just... Ah! It's just a book. It's just a book, man. Hold up, man. Let me get that. Ah! It's just a book, man. That's all it is. Okay? With the past, the present, and the future in it. Open it up. You know, go through it. Right? What do we tell you every time? And Ashton, you should know better because we told you. Kakamov told you many times. GMS elders the milk. GMS elders the milk. I don't think anybody the brother be telling really actually go to the page now. This is my thoughts. Shit. Let's keep going.
But I think that what it is
you think. Stop thinking. Stop thinking, Jake. I got a couple scriptures on think. The brother Kakama want to go up. Come up. Bring him up. Bring him up. Shalawam. Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak.
Shalawam. Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak.
What you
I mean, yeah, man. Y'all
got that Verizon.
Y'all got
that Verizon wireless.
Lives, man. We touch on
your signal. You got that Verizon wireless.
Different subjects, but we're not gonna touch every subject that we need. And then you come back and you ask these questions. Why is this or why is that? When you could study probably and got the question answered faster than we can answer your question.
I would say the beginning of your statement was breaking up. Your signal was going in and out.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta do some studying outside of the lives, man. Y'all out here asking these questions. We literally have a whole page dedicated to the milk. I mean, I get it, man. People don't like to do homework. When I was in school, I didn't want to do homework. I never did homework. But you're not going to learn what you need to learn in the lives, man. We touch on different subjects and stuff, but really, I mean, you got to put some effort into it.
Right? Exactly. So this guy, let's get back to him. He said, what? He thinks. That's your problem. That's your first problem. You think. All right? It look like we done scared Ashton away. Okay, that's cool. You know, if you still there, bro, say Shalawam or something. But if you offended, if anybody's offended, you offended in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And what these scriptures say. Right? Because, look, for a brother to tell you to study, to read, it's a book to read. If your dumb ass don't want to read, nigga, I don't want to be around you. Don't come around me. Right? Like, it should not be offensive for me to tell somebody to read or to study or to grow in the truth. Shit, last time I checked, that's caring about somebody.
Man, when I first got in this thing, man, I sat at the table and watched videos and studied for like 12 hours a day for a good month or so.
But these guys, man, they want to think. They don't want to go to the scriptures.
Jake want to be told the answer, man, instead of looking it up.
Because that's why I brought out Ecclesiastes 10 and 6, because folly is set in great dignity. That's why I brought out that your dopamine is fucked up. So you want to get it the short way versus the hard work way. That's what Instagram, TikTok, all this Facebook has done to people. This new generation, now y'all fucked, man. Y'all don't know what hard work is. So therefore, when we tell you to go and read the book of 2nd Esdras, and you look at it and you be like, man, that's 16 chapters. Some of them chapters got 76 verses. I ain't about to read all that. Well, stay stupid. Stay stupid, man.
Man, not to get on that brother head too much, but what was his name? Stay thinking different. When he come in here, I told him straight up. I said, you got to go on GMS Elders the Milk. And he said, I'm going to be real with you. I ain't go on it.
I didn't go on it.
Well, I mean, like, if you're not taking this serious, man, then you probably going to, and put the fruits in the chat. But if you ain't taking this serious, you going to die. Straight up like that.
And that's why I put it in my story last night. Because I was just fed up. I'm like, man, you hard-headed Jakes. Y'all just need to go, man. Just go. Make this shit quicker for us. Just take your ass out. Right? Salakia on that. You know, they gonna cut that up. They gonna clickbait that. He's telling brothers to honor love. Shit. Man, just do something. Slip on some steps. Alright? Slip on some steps. Cause you hard.
Even if you do go to the spirit realm, you're not gonna escape that fire. You gonna come back in a body, and your ass gonna be tossed in that lake of fire. So I mean, it would behoove you to get in line right now and take the warning seriously, because we on the door of Amos 8 and 11. They still talking about getting rid of TikTok, which they probably won't. But we know that they making you put your ID on the line thing, right? So this shit's coming. It's right here on the heels, and people still playing.
They playing around.
That GMS Elder Milk, that's probably gonna be gone within the next 6 months.
Yeah, they want to hold on to the world. They want to hold on to the Ratchets, to the NBA Young Boys, to the NBA, the NFL, the concerts, the Drakes. Oh man, Drake got a new album coming out, man. Don't you know? No, I don't know. I ain't listened to his last 4 albums. I don't give a fuck.
Don't you know that we can tell who in it for the long haul and who in it for just entertainment?
Hey, you
think we can't tell that?
You spoke that boy Stay Thinking Different up.
Hey, he in here?
You spoke him up, huh?
Hey, he need to be in here instead of everywhere else under the sun.
And that's the thing, man. When we be live, you brothers be somewhere else. Y'all be everywhere else. Y'all be in lives with females, trying to get a date, trying to get some cutty. And you don't even got the understanding of the scriptures, man. But you want to get some cutty. Man.
Be mindful that Yahawah knows that you like the women. So he gonna use women to cut your ass right out the truth. And you're gonna be thinking to yourself, man, I chose to get some cutty before I went to go get the actual truth. And now I'm in Jacob's trouble and all these devils are round about me and I don't know what to do.
Let's get some scriptures. This is Titus 1 and 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. Unruly, out of order, brothers. Not moving in the correct order. Right? Going in lives, females are teaching. Females are hosting, asserting authority over you. You are putting yourself back in that Roman Greek mindset where women had multiple husbands. And you was one of them. Yeah, it's okay, bro. You know, I'm her second husband. I ain't her third husband. I'm her second husband. You was a simp. All right? Going into that nature. You get with a woman these days, guess what? She 2-timing your ass. You got to deal with that insecurities. You got to deal with STDs, STIs. Don't you know HIV is at an uptown high? You look at Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Houston, Philadelphia. HIV is going crazy. It's like it was pushed out into the society, right? And you want to go and look for some cutty in times like this? Come on, man. That's not wisdom, but that's showing that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi doesn't want your ass. He's going to set you up, have your ass burning like Usher. You got to let it burn. Verse 11, whose mouths must be stopped. You got to be shut up. Who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. This is brothers of the circumcision, right? Especially they of the circumcision. So you know you a Hebrew Israelite. You know it. You might have known it for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. We just got on keys. He's been in this truth. He always try to bring that, man, I've been in this truth since blah, blah, blah. Over 8 years. But you trying to do podcasts, bro? And then you want to come at the elders talking about, I seen your elders do movie reviews on Black Panther. That's not Salakia. That's not a spiritual movie. Black Panther is a spiritual movie. You just don't got a spiritual lens to see it.
You can filter everything through the scriptures.
But these guys don't got it. It's that tit for tat, man. It's that tit for tat. Just because you can't understand it and you can't break it down, because you're not spiritual, that doesn't mean that the elders was wrong for breaking down Black Panther. I could see the spiritualism in it.
You know, Esau, as carnal as he is, he know the scriptures as well, and he put the shit in there too. I mean, as a sign. You can't recognize it because you ain't reading the Bible. You talking about it's not a spiritual movie. Everybody else can see how spiritual it is. Why can't you?
Exactly. The brother Endure all said, we at the finish line. No time for games. Let's go back to it. Folly is set. I'm going to name the lesson that. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low places. Never in our nation. This is you niggas is, man, internet niggas. All right, put some fruits in the chat. You internet niggas, man. Whenever would you go and it be women there and you going and all the same dudes, like 6 dudes, 7 dudes trying to talk to one female? What is that about? All right? What is that about?
That don't turn y'all off, man. You
That shit
going after
turn me
one
off.
female and she talking to 7 different dudes.
That shit turned me off.
If she talking to one other dude, that turned me off, bro.
I'm unattracted. I'm unattracted to it. She be like, oh, I like him, I like him, I like him. Now, she in all 3 of y'all DMs. That's going back to Roman and Greek time periods where women had multiple husbands. That's all that is. That's what this Instagram, TikTok shit is. But you brothers can't see it and discern it through the scriptures. Nothing is new under the sun. Oh, you thought that was just, you think all this shit is new, huh? Yeah, man, they ain't never had Instagram. They had the Urim Thummim. They had practices. They had gladiator games. That's all NFL and NBA is. Gladiators. They had chariot races. That's what NASCAR is. Everything they have today, they had back then.
Hold on. I got to get this in the NLT because people just...
Y'all acting like y'all the first ones. Y'all the first ones to slice bread. Y'all the first ones to slice bread. Yeah, man, you know, I got the iPhone 5, man. I got the iPhone 15, man. And you got hella radiation, nigga. Hella radiation. Brain just flying away, just frying away. If y'all understand what the pyramids was doing, those was big batteries. The whole land of Egypt, before Yahawah destroyed that shit, it used to be what? Water around it. It used to be lit up, shining. The whole pyramid had what? Limestone on it. It was beautiful. We built that shit. So y'all acting like, man, you know, man, come on, man. You got old civilizations that are under the ground right now. That if you watch the historical channels and all of that, they'll show you civilizations under the ground, like under the oceans, that's still down there because they used to exist predating the flood. And what did Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi do to all that old shit? He destroyed it. This is why the scriptures say it has to be like Noah's time again. That's letting you know that they had all this stuff before, but you think it's brand new.
Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes 3:15 in the NLT. It says, what is happening now has happened before, and what will happen in the future has happened before, because power makes the same things happen over and over again.
Exactly. Perfect. So once again, guess what? Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low places. You Israelites, who were you back in the day? Let's go to Genesis, the 6th chapter, and explain that to you. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God, that's us, the Israelites, saw the daughters of men, that's the daughters of the heathen, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And Yahweh said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. Well, I mean, if Ashton had stayed in the damn lesson, is he even in here anymore? Nope. Because he ain't got it, man.
Also, the sons of God in that context is the Israelites before they became Israelites, starting with Adam. And this is Luke chapter 3, and when going to verse 38, it says, which was the son of Enos, which was the son of Seth, which was the son of Adam, which was the son of power. God. So yeah, the sons of God in that context are not talking about the celestial angels. There are no such thing as fallen angels. For anybody in here that think there are, or anybody on the outside watching in, no such thing as fallen angels.
The angels are what? Are servants. The angels can never go off. Satan, the top angel on the left-hand side. You got Michael, the top angel on the right-hand side. Well, actually, Yahawashi being the angel of Yahawah before he got put in his position, right? In that everlasting body, he was the angel of Yahawah, right? The captain of the host, the captain of the army. So you have an order structure on the left-hand side, the wicked, and the right-hand side, the righteous. You have evil angels and righteous angels. The scriptures tells you that. If you would just open the book, stop being scared of it. Open it. It's there for you. They scared of the book, man.
This, just to get to the point.
Tom, while you getting it, I'll keep going. All right, verse 4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, meaning intercourse, marriage. So we went into the heathens, and they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. This is not speaking about mile high giants or nothing like that. This is speaking about men, sons of God, because the seed is that of the sons of God. So they are sons of God, but they are just men of renown, men of great stature, status, all right, talents. Same today, such as Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, all right, these individuals that are celebrities, stars, okay? And through all of that, through their ego, their pride, guess what? The earth began to be extremely wicked. right? Keeping it going. And power saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart were only evil continually. This is another reason why the life was shortened. Because the longer we grew, think about that. We doing wickedness right now. You doing wickedness in 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old. Think about when your ass get to 700, 600. You are an expert at wickedness. That's how it was in the times of Noah. And it repented Yahawah that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him of his heart at his heart. And Yahawah said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both men and beasts, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it is repented me that I have made them. So if you was not Noah, which Noah is King David or Peter, if you not Noah and you not Shem, right? These would be the only Israelites that, if you're not them, then you was either in the spiritual realm or you unalived in the flood. So you felt that first death. Go ahead, Ak.
The back of the brother's point from earlier, this is First Kings, the 22nd chapter, and it's the 19th verse going on down. And it says, and he said, hear thou therefore the word of Yahawah. I saw Yahawah sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. So those right hand righteous angels and those left hand wicked angels. And Yahawah said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner. And there came forth a spirit and stood before Yahawah and said, I will persuade him. And Yahawah said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail. Also, go forth and do so. So see, there was a lying spirit in front of Yahawah, which is a wicked angel. And he said that I can be a lying spirit in the mouth of all Ahab's prophets. Yahawah ordained him to do so, said you will do it and you will prevail, and sent him to do it.
That's perfect, because man, that actually coincides with this Trayvon dude. Let me play some more of it, and we're gonna talk on it.
I believe innately we all are good people, right? But I think that what it is that you don't trust their ability to be strong enough to not, like I would say adhere, I'll use the word adhere to whatever spirit might influence them to do a particular thing. For example, I'll say like with me, in the past, there's been times where it can be a spirit that can influence me to want to have sexual relations with someone. It's a lustful spirit though, right? It's not my innate spirit, because then after the sexual relation is over, I start to come to realization of like, wait, that was just like all lust, because I don't truly honor and I'm not truly in love with this person the way that I should be in love with this person.
So what? Genesis the 38. Didn't Judah mess with a harlot? That's not a sin. You're adding to the scriptures in that sense. But let's keep going. This is why this brother should have stuck around.
So it's a lustful thing. So it has to be a spirit that has influenced me to do such a thing. I still did it, but I allowed the spirit to influence me to do it, right? And you still have to take accountability for it, because you allowed that spirit to influence you to do such a thing, because this is so much of a spiritual world. We just haven't really, I don't know if we all have understood that, but we do. Some know, some do, some don't. But it's so much of a spiritual world. And so I say all that to say, just become spiritually stronger to discern when spirit is influencing you to do such a thing that you know deep down at your core is not right. That's where your intuition has to step in. That's where whatever spiritual work that you have been doing, that's where it has to be grounded enough to have you grounded enough to not even allow these things to influence you, because that's literally what goes on a day in and day out basis. It's just spirits influencing people to do things that they should not be doing. And that's where bad things continue to occur in the world, is because of that. And yes, as humans, we still got to take the accountability of what occurs, whatever a spirit influenced you to do. It's not like you can't just be like, oh, I blame the devil, or oh, I blame Satan, or oh, I blame the evil spirit. No, because you have to be strong enough to be able to understand what is going on. Some don't understand it until everything has occurred and, you know, everything has passed, but you still got to take accountability for it. So yeah, I say all that to say, just become stronger, spiritually stronger, and able to discern and able to rely on your intuition, and yeah, just stand strong in those times because they will occur for everyone. So yeah, it's not necessarily we don't trust people. It's just I could say that for myself. I don't necessarily say I don't trust people. I don't trust what a spirit can do to influence a person to do such a thing. That's like my take. Could be wrong, but that's how I see it.
And you are wrong. All right. When dealing with spirits, who is the father of the spirits? Yahawah. So regardless, if Yahawah wants to place a spirit on you, that's going to happen. Go to the account with David calling for a census, right? Yahawah placed a spirit on David to do that. Let's get man's goings. So this is an example of an individual saying something that's kind of right, but still being wrong because he's thinking. And as you can see, it's no scriptures in there. Exactly, bro. He got a Christian mindset. It's no scriptures. It's no real breakdown. He trusted in his own understanding. So this is Proverbs, there you go, out 20 and 24. Man's goings are of Yahawah. How can a man then understand his own way? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if the brother would have stuck around, then we could have actually led him correctly in that understanding, because he's halfway there, but he's halfway off. And that right there is what you call a lukewarm breakdown, right? Because if you understand, let's go to Isaiah 30. I seem to bring this one out every day. Woe to the rebellious children. And that goes back to his original point, saying he believes everybody is innately good, which is incorrect. You have rebellious children. You have, as we read, vessels of dishonor and vessels of honor. So woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahawah, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 23. It says, O Yahawah, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. So Yahawah, every night, and you can get this in Job the 33rd chapter, he in your sleep, he downloads your instructions of what you're going to do that very next day.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts spirits on you to direct you to do this. He puts spirits on you to direct you not from doing that. And what you're gonna do has already been written, and you're just playing it out. And I mean, you ain't got no say so in the matter. So every thought that you had, every insecurity that you feel in the moment, all that shit, Yahawah put that in you the night before.
Exactly. I look at it like The Sims. And if you ever played The Sims, you know you gotta queue. You queue up actions for them to do. Like I'll have my Sims, I'll have them wake up, make the bed, then go brush their teeth, use the bathroom, take a shower, then go get some food. And then the queue, the programming, it'll be probably over at that. It'll be like 7 things. Right? Then once that queue runs out, you queue up some more. That's what's going on with us. It's no free will. Yahawah he's queuing these thoughts that jump in your head. That's why let's get this Jeremiah 17 and verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? You are being given a battle every single day, a challenge. Oh man, that thought popped in my head. Should I act on it? Nah. I rebuke that thought. In the name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, I rebuke it. Right? You got these thoughts that's going to pop up. So it's getting down to the point of an individual being wise and applying the scriptures and thinking about what the scriptures say versus acting on their fleshly thoughts, being carnal. Yeah, you may come past a live where you go into live and you like, man, I could cut them up with the scriptures. But what's the point of that? Is it edifying? All right? Or is it to feed your ego and to feed your pride? So you have to, you know, it's about actions and reactions. You don't have to react to everything that is said. That's the
A lot of
thing.
you brothers,
Oh yeah, yeah.
a lot of you brothers don't understand what casting your pearls before swine actually mean. Because you go on these bug out lives and you trying to, I guess, argue against Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Because you're not arguing against the fool in front of you because he already been cut 50,000 times by the elders on down. I mean, just because you new to this don't mean we ain't been new to this. There's people out here that the elders done cut to pieces, and you know without a shadow of a doubt that they wrong, but you still want to go in the live and prove them wrong for some reason. You ain't got to do all that. If you gonna go in the live, you can take a screen grab and then tweak it, do a video on it, and have it that way, or even do your own live. But going into their live is just pointless and fruitless. You ain't gonna get nothing from them. They're destined for destruction, and they don't care what you have to say. They can't even hear it anyway. Now, if they come to you, that's a different story. But going to them ain't doing nothing for you.
Yeah. Hey, Shalawam.
Go ahead.
Yahawah
Continue.
Shabbat.
Shalom, Yahawashi, Shalawam. Go ahead, Kaka.
Oh no, that was it.
What happened?
Nothing
You
happened
know,
to
yeah,
me. I mean, he
we
was
just
just
teaching
doing
a
like,
lesson.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh. All right.
Hey, you come in like RoboCop, man.
Hey, I'm GMS cop. I work. I'm a security professional, so I'm the cop of GMS. So
Man.
I gotta ask who, when, where. So
Oh yeah, I think we scared the brother Ashton away,
what happened?
cause he asked a question and you told him to study, and we ain't
I
seen
told him
that
to
boy
read, man.
since.
I told him to read
Read what?
the Bible. Shit.
Oh, what was the question?
He was asking, why did Noah live to 900 and we only live to 70 to 100?
Oh, he could easily read that in Genesis.
That's what I said.
And how long ago this been?
This was today, just now.
Probably
Uh,
about
is
an
he
hour,
still, is he still in here?
Nah, he
45
left.
minutes or so.
But
Oh,
it
he
just,
left after that?
yeah, he got offended. So it's just, I mean, that brother been in here a couple times, probably over 8, 7 times now.
Yeah, I remember El Todd. I remember I first met El Todd 2007. I asked him how the so-called Mexicans are from the tribe of Iscay. He told me go read. I didn't get offended. I literally.
I
Exactly.
think I think Jake just be in here and he learned in here, but don't learn out there.
Outside,
He
yeah.
don't do no studying on his own, and you
Right,
can't do that in the truth.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to. I remember when we first started, we was looking to the scriptures, well, those had the coordinates. We look into the Smith Bible Dictionary for words and stuff. We was seeking ourselves. We was going to the library, shit. We was buying books and shit from Borders, online from Borders.com and stuff, man. Borders bookstore. We was doing all that stuff, man.
Hmm
Doing all
I
the
can only
research.
speak for myself, but I mean, when I first started, man, it was like I was hungry, man. Like I
Yeah,
had to get some more and get some more and get some more. Like
yeah,
I say, man, I used to sit at the table 13 hours a day for a month straight, just in the Bible,
When
in
I started,
lessons, learning
yeah.
stuff.
When I started, I didn't miss no lesson from GMS South Carolina, Elder Apostle Gabar, Elder Apostle Elder Yasharahla. I didn't miss no lesson. Every lesson they dropped, I was on it.
yeah. I remember that gym, like the second year, the elders on YouTube and stuff. 2007. Shit, I was glued to that. I was glued to that computer. I had a Dell desktop. Shit, I was glued to that damn computer every night, man. Looking at the elders lesson, man. Just looking at, and I try to get the name. I'm like, what did he say? He said, what? And I found Yahawah, and Yahawah finally gave me that blessing to pronounce his name correctly, man. I've been cool ever since, man.
Yeah. So let's keep it going, man. This is Proverbs 26, 4 and 5. Going back to all that debate and stuff. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him. So if much contention with a fool, going back and forth, doing all of that, guess what? You're going to end up like him. For you brothers that want to go up in Dwayne, debunking, and go at him, you're going to end up like him. All right?
He's trash, man. I don't know why brothers keep trying to go up there, man. Like, damn. Like, this dude I destroy him. Chris Judah destroy him.
Yeah.
Other brothers destroy him. The elders completely obliterated him.
And this is what Kakuma says. Hey, okay, you hear something that you don't like, which happens every single day, right? You just go on TikTok, you hear something, okay, screen record it, right? I'll be screen recording certain things. Y'all brothers could take those and do a lesson on it. I'll screen record this, put it up. This is a lesson. So take it and go make it edifying, bring out scriptures and sharpen yourself. You don't go in these lives with these fools. No, you cut them from a distance. Don't we see our elders cutting individuals from a distance? Don't we see our elders taking videos and showing you these individuals and cutting them, doing full breakdowns on them? So don't try to reinvent the wheel. Well, no, I'm going to go up in the live. Did Elder Apostle Hart go up in the live? Did Elder Apostle Ricard go up in the live? No. They took a video and they chopped it up and they cut their ass, man. And they made it edifying to show us that's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm finna tell you that's how to do it, because Dave, he's complaining that Ahtham make responses to videos on YouTube. You said, what? Your brothers keep making response to my videos. I'm getting tired of it. So you could get what they say, take the video. Remember, look, when you take that video, record it and take it, examine it, and cut their doctrine with the scriptures, man. They can't kick you off, nothing like that. That video's up there forever.
Yeah.
And they constantly getting cut day and night, man.
That's Romans 1:29 on down. It says, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whispers, backbiters, haters of power, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of power, that they commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. So they marked, man. They going to the lake of fire. They out of here. Even some of them gonna be out of here in Jacob's trouble and hit the lake of fire. So I mean, it is what it is, and you can't feel sorry for them because they're not listening.
Right.
This is Proverbs 26, 16 and 17. The sluggard is wiser in his own conceit. These guys are already stuck in their pride. They're stuck in their ways. They're stiff-necked. These are those Israelites, right? Then 7 men that can render a reason. That's a complete number. So I could go in Dwayne's live. The elder can go in there. Kakuma can go in there. All right, Matazabak, Abaniah, right? Darashimoff, Nakoff. All of us brothers can go in there. A complete number of men. And guess what? Dwayne will never get it. He's stuck in his own conceit. So he that passeth by and meddleth with strife, belonging not to him, is like one that taketh a dog by the ears, man. You have to chop it up in the scriptures and be like, the deceived and the deceiver is his. This is Jeremiah 14:13 going down, passing. This is these false prophets, and they're gathering a congregation of people, and they don't speak, they don't say that sword and famine will come to this land, so you know their destruction. You just look at him and be like, yeah, I know how you going out. because that's how he's going out. He don't prophesy. He don't speak about what's coming to this land. So therefore, that will overthrow him and take him out. The same about his congregation. They're going to be like dung in the streets. So being a real prophet, applying the scriptures and knowing the scriptures, you can look at these bug out ass lives and you can already know the outcome of these individuals, man, if they don't repent and turn back to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi.
Anytime a man scoff you, him and his false scoff you for making healthier snacks than Hostess and Pepsi and all that stuff that put stuff to harm your body. Anytime somebody like that scoff you for that, even for that, man, and they can't they can't even get you in script. They don't used to debate. They don't used to talking to him, man. They don't used to talking to him, especially he can't get the truth. Then he's scoffing at you for making healthy snacks for your children, yourself. Like, come on, he ain't worth your time, man. You're a bum. You know?
You could tell between a wise man and a fool. Like I was dealing with the brother Abriya last night, right? Because I had saw the brother post something on IUIC. So I hit him in the inbox. I was like, bro, you support IUIC? So he ended up coming up in my live and, you know, we got to talking about it. And I started telling him what IUIC preaches. He didn't know that they preach this and they preach that and they teach this and they teach that. Once he started to understand that brother said, yeah, man, I got to separate from them. I said, that's beautiful, bro. That was a wise man. He's showing himself to be wise because he's taking the correction and being like, yeah, man, we can't pop our woman on the Sabbath. They teach that. I didn't know that. So he understands that now. He didn't know. Some brothers is sincere and they don't know. They just follow these guys because they see, you know, that's right. And they marching and all that bullshit. But I'm like, bro,
real quick,
apply the scriptures.
real quick.
Man. You got it. You got it.
I had just put up a video of Bishop Nathaniel saying the names Yahawah and Yahawashi.
I saw
and
that.
this little fool brigade in the back talking about that's right. So they know the name. They just teach God and Jesus Christ on purpose.
That's why I be getting on my man, my account. Sometimes used to saying, Lord, I said, look, exalt his name, say Yahawah, man, so we could be separate from Nate, Satan, Nathaniel Sabbath, IUIC, man, because people, we you constantly saying, Lord, 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 they're going to think you IUIC, man. You know, you got to exalt the name Yahawah, man, to make that distinction. Yeah.
It should be rolling off your tongue, man.
Right.
You know? And I remember that when I first started coming in the truth, you know, it was kind of difficult for me to salute. Like I was at camp saluting brothers and I'm messing up. I'm like, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You know, I'm like, but now it's like, because I got that practice in, I got that work in. It's easy now. And that shows that it's a habit that I say the name constantly. You know, it'll show.
You
know, so brothers got to get more serious, man. It's fourth quarter, couple seconds left on the clock, and we waiting on Yahawashi to take that last shot, man.
You realize that Nero just got bitched by Putin. So now what he gonna do? And he gonna take it out on his own home base, which he just took DC, or in the process of taking DC. Where do you think they're going next?
Chicago.
And where you think that's gonna go? You think it's just gonna stop at 2?
New York, LA, San Diego.
Jake.
Detroit, Atlanta.
It looking like Jacob Trouble on the rise, Jake. What happened to that one Jake said we ain't gonna have Jacob's Trouble? Where you at now? I ain't heard from you in a minute.
That man's crazy. This is Ecclesiasticus 5:7. Make no tarrying to turn to Yahawah, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of Yahawah come forth, and in thy security, that peace and safety, thou shalt be destroyed. and perish in the day of vengeance. What is Yahawashi coming as? A thief in the night. A thief in the night. You laying in your bed, you thinking everything good, but somebody in the kitchen stealing everything that you got, right? So you're not, because you're not a watchman. You're not watching. You don't have the security system, which is the Rakakadash, the scriptures, the blueprint. You don't know what to watch for. You're seeing all this RFID technology popping up, but you're like, oh, whatever. It's just technology. It's convenient. It's nice. It's I don't need a wallet. I be losing my wallet, so I could just put a C-hip in my wrist. That's what these individuals are gonna be fooled by. They're gonna be like, this is convenient. This is nice. I can control my car with this. I can control my cell phone with this Neuralink and all of this. Boom. The same way they got tricked by the jabby jab. I need this to live. They say we need this to live. If you don't got it, you're a bad person.
They didn't get tricked. They willfully went to that damn thing, man.
And they tried to shame us because we wasn't taking it.
Yeah, they willfully went. They willfully went to that damn jabby jab. They weren't tricked. They knew better. So they let you know who's gonna take the chip in the future and stuff. So
There's brothers that did take it, repented, like the brother Kakama,
Copper, you
gotta
sold
call
out.
me out, man. You ain't gotta call me out, man.
You gonna sell out?
This before I got the truth though, Elder. I was in the hospital and my mom, she was pressuring me. She's like, you gotta get it, you gotta get it. So I got that first one. And did I tell you, man, it made me feel like shh. So I didn't take the second one. And so
Did you try to?
then I found
You try to clean yourself out, man. After that stuff,
Yep.
Yeah, you good, Cockman, man. I remember my late friend brother asked if he ran out of Trader Joe's on me and stuff. I was like, what the fuck he went? Yeah.
I don't know what they put in that, Elder, but in the arm, boy, it hurt, and I was on the bed for a full day. I was not gonna take the second. I was like,
You
no.
learn your lesson, huh? Want some of this? No. Yeah, man. You all good, Cockman. You repented, man. As long as you ain't took the, MOTB stuff, so you good.
Yeah. I learned my lesson, man. Before I got in the truth, though. So, it happened.
Yeah.
Let's see, man. What I got? Oh, yeah, let's keep it going on the fool situation. This is Ecclesiasticus 8:17. Consult not with a fool, for he cannot keep counsel. Right? So that goes to, certain brothers like that brother Trayvon, who we showing a video of. He couldn't keep the counsel. He stopped coming around. He doesn't want to come around no more. Right? He's doing his own thing. He's trusting in his mind, which is deceitful above all things. Right? So, man, we know who comes in alive and who doesn't. We know who be around, right? We know who doing lessons. We see lessons. Man, what I did last night, I was playing the game and I was just listening to brothers' lessons, man. That's what I was doing. So I sit back and I just listen to brothers' lessons. Like, oh, that was a great lesson. You know what I'm saying? Et cetera, et cetera. So we know, we see it. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is the one you need to be worried about. Is he seeing you doing this stuff? Right? Are you doing it for him to see it? If you're not doing anything, then guess what? He's not seeing it. What treasures are you building up? You're going to get in the kingdom and be like, I should have did more when we was in Babylon. It's too late. Do you know the scriptures say in the grave, you can't repent. You can't do nothing. Once we go into them chariots, it is what it is.
And we say we, but we don't put ourselves in that number. We just saying as
Exactly.
the elect.
Most definitely. That shouldn't even have to be said.
I mean, there's people out there that like to say that, oh, how how they say 144. We don't know nothing, man. We just out here doing the work, bro. That's all it is.
Most definitely. Hopeful elect, man. We striving and enduring into the end, right? Just like everybody else, enduring into the end. Well, you got some individuals think they in the new covenant. That's a whole nother situation, man. So I guess they ain't got to endure into the end. Like before I came in here, I was in I was picking on King Yahawah. He done changed his name to yeah. He done changed his name to a member of the something. Him and this other dude, Izar Ak, whatever his name is. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, they gonna tell me I got the incorrect Hebrew. It's Elohim, not Allahayim. And
Oh no.
yeah, bro,
Wow.
it was a whole lot of shit going on. All right, but yeah, that man has waxed worse and worse and worse.
What's his name again?
King Ahaya, but he changed his name. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, they was in a live just teaching folly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he.
they think that everybody's gonna have eternal life.
And they said in that live,
I-
I should have recorded it. Yeah, because they said in that live, they said before y'all got the name, before Moses got the name, it was at the temple of Shaddai. And guess what? The Edomites had the name first. I said, what the fuck?
What?
I ain't never heard of no temple of Shadu or whatever. But yeah, they were bugging.
Yeah, I think their brother eating too much mushrooms and it'll bug them out, man. You know, Jake smoke all that stuff too, so you know it could be that.
Yeah.
they Isaiah 29:9.
They all that. Mm. Hey, just be glad y'all ain't bug out, man. Just pray to Yahawah. Y'all ain't bug. Pray to him. He don't take that spirit from you, man. Seriously.
I promise for it.
Yep.
It's scary.
It is scary.
I think I be bugged out sometimes and I get worried. Boy. Like, oh no. Yeah.
That's why you gotta be humble, man, and don't be shit. I mean, study, but don't wear yourself out studying stuff, man. We can't study.
I know, man.
Righteous.
It feel like when you don't be like, all right, I'm gonna take a break. You be like, oh man, I don't know, man. I don't want to feel like I'm rejecting y'all by Shemi Yahawashi. But you gotta take time for yourself, man. Go into
Yeah.
meditation.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yep.
Breathe in the air and stuff.
Yeah.
Ground if you can. Get some sunlight.
Yeah.
Take the time to yourself and just let yourself feel the present moment.
He knows.
Yeah, because you gotta let your brain. It's just like a muscle. Your brain gotta break down. Gotta marinate what you just learned, man. Just gotta store what you learned and shit.
Yeah, you gotta have a balance, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to play like little puzzles and stuff and play a little chess, get the mind activated, keep
What
your
what
keep
what
your
y'all
senses sharp.
what y'all were done talking about? I cannot take any breaks. You been on break.
You still on break, bro.
Oh yeah, you on break right now. Nigga.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all were done. You ain't even earn to get a break yet. What the hell you talking about? Shit.
You ain't started working yet.
Right. Right. You. Right. Right. You 5 years old. You ain't even legally about to leave the work according to the state law. So
You just like the old folk around here used to tell me, your back hurt. Well, you ain't got a back.
boy, you ain't got a back.
Yeah. Yeah, they used to say, I be like, you getting on my nerves. You ain't got no nerves yet. Like, yeah,
Right.
for real.
Yeah.
That man said, I can't take any breaks. I'm telling you, boy, you lucky you ain't, with no camp or nothing, because they'll start checking you. Where your YouTube page at? Right? Where your videos at?
Take that test.
You know what I'm saying?
That make them take that. One West, you have to take all those tests and stuff. You got to know this and that and shit.
Pop quiz.
You never know who's watching.
Never.
I mean, you know, hey, there could be an elder in the right now. Just
Cause Elder Rylan might be he probably pop them your mail and ask you.
And you got the elders on here. That's why I was telling your ass to change your name and stop going in them bug out lives. Cause you got GMS Vegas on here. Boy, you got GMS South Carolina on here. You got you got a lot of elders on here, bro. They just be sitting back watching.
Yep. Oh, you got one of the elders from what the elders?
You got monetized on here, in New York.
Yep. You got Elder Kazak from Mississippi, the Hall brother, man.
Yep, man, Elder Kazak. Yo, he found me on IG and followed me. I was like, oh shit, it's the Elder.
Yep.
I followed him
Yep.
back. He be painting
Yep.
and shit. He be painting. I was
Yep.
like, okay.
Don't think the elders not watching and stuff. They
Yeah,
pop up.
bro.
They pop up. They
And
pop
then
up.
imagine one of them. Oh, sorry, Elder.
No, the elders.
Imagine one.
No, go ahead.
Imagine one of them elders. They do a video on you, and you
Mm-hmm.
know what the head elders do. All they do is watch videos. If you look at that Elder Tahar video, he usually watching South Carolina, Vegas. He even watched that. That's all he do. He watch.
He
And guess
Now
watching.
what?
he doing a video on what he just watched.
Guess
He
what?
And
watches.
That's
now
what
you got
happens.
Elder to Apostle Tahar on you, Gabar,
Yep.
Rakah, Aramla,
And
South
that's what
Carolina,
happens.
North Carolina.
That's what happens. Your
And
ass
just
get
buzz up, boy.
your ass get put in that group chat. You don't know about that. Your ass get put in that GMS group chat with all the elders in it. Now you be the main topic for the week. It don't feel good.
You know, El Tahar is. Well, I'm gonna do. You know, this brother right here. He just. Why you just leave those bughead ass niggas alone?
But we ain't saying that, like no respect of men things, but we just letting you know the elders are on here. All right.
Yeah. If they not on here, the brothers under them. Some that don't think the elders don't got family members on TikTok and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I've seen GMS South Carolina get on brothers be. He did a lesson on it. He got on this one brother be posting all these precepts, in the comment board, but brothers ain't got no videos on his page. But you posted 20 precepts doing his lesson, but you ain't got no lessons on your page. You could have took those 20 precepts and made 4 lessons.
Yep. Now, who does that say? If it cut you, I mean, it should cut you.
Man, that shit sharp. That shit sharp.
Hey, I'm saying, we all know who the spirit looking at right now. Yeah, right there.
Come on,
Did
man.
you feel it, my brother?
So you talking about you
Or
don't take
because
no
of-
breaks.
Or because a woman ain't cussed you out, you ain't interested.
No.
Is the brother even still in here?
Yeah, but he's still in here. He's still in here.
Hey,
Back. We gonna back off on him, man. He good.
Yeah, I'll leave him alone.
Yeah, he good, man. He good. We all was in his shoes one time, so
I don't know. I ain't never liked them ratchets. Now let me stop.
Yeah.
I know, right? That I ain't never like no that.
I ain't never liked them ratchets, boy.
He got a thing for the stinks.
Yeah, even when I was in the world, like when I was in the world, I was cussing out Eve, man. I hated Eve. I just had a real dislike of her. But we all got our different flaws,
Right.
Yeah, as I got older, man, ooh. But when I was younger, nah, I couldn't deal with it.
What y'all were not talking about? I did. They mouth is crazy. What you mean?
He like chaos. That's what he mean.
Oh, you like Keisha curse him out and hit him in the head, outside the head with a bottle and shit.
You a toxic individual, huh? You just toxic, huh?
You mother poker this, mother poker, you dirty.
You talking about you like freaks? Don't you know the freakiest ones be the quiet ones?
The Liberian girls.
He don't know. He don't know. He ain't never had no geek.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't never had no geek. Just because she loud don't mean she in style.
Right. Hey, the loudest one be the main one. They be all the hype. When you can be behind closed door, they ain't got nothing going on, man.
Yeah, it be trash down there. They be the ones with the curse, cause what they be eating? McDonald's, Burger King, mess be dry and stink, according to Isaiah 3 and 15, right? Nah, don't change up now. He said, I like the laid back ones. Nah. Yeah.
Nah, you don't let them bully you, Yahawah, now, man. If you like the chaos, dog, that's just in you, bro. You like it.
Oh,
You
he
stand on that.
Reggie
we
say, I
say
like
go.
them all.
Like, oh, he at that age. He at that age where
You-
anything that's you know lost a female, then it got a cat to scratch. He gonna get it.
hey, what is you, bro? You from what is Reggie, bro? Like
I think he Issachar.
Jude?
Ain't you Issachar, bro? But let me get this scripture for you. This is Ecclesiasticus 7 and 26 on the point. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. Right?
Right. Don't get yourself over to a bimbo. No.
Now, Reggie, what's your tribe? We ain't asking about your rib. What's your tribe?
Right. What's your tribe?
Yeah, what's your tribe?
Hey, what's that? What's that commercial? What's in your wallet? What's that
Yeah, what's
commercial?
in your
Hey,
wallet?
hey, Reggie, that's real agent behavior, Reggie, man. Come on, brother.
Oh, that's Capital One. Yeah, Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Yeah. I thought he was Issachar.
Right. Oh, he said
he
Issachar.
said,
Yasharahla. That's how you pronounce it. Yasharahla.
Yasharahla.
Yep, mean he is hired. Yep.
I ain't got a Benjamite wife. That's cool, bro. I like it.
Yeah, that's tight. That's an unusual couple, but that's tight.
Hey, Reg, you can't be bullshit. You can't be BSing with those bitch on white man. You end up with your head crack open.
Yeah.
You can't be bull BSing.
Well, I work in AC addicts all day. That's a typical Issachar job. Let me stop. Hey man, as long as you ain't outside of Home Depot, bro, I'm proud of you, bro.
Gotta be careful out here, man.
That's what he said. Yeah. But shoot, y'all got any questions, man? You know, we just ain't bullshitting at this point. The lesson pretty much done. That's not racist. You go to Home Depot, and what do you see? I'm a realist. No such thing as racist.
Man, you act like you don't see them out on the.
Yeah, like he don't see them over there.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
That's
I was about to get a couple of them to
Oh,
help me with my backyard, but I was like, nah, I do it myself.
And Trump done came down on your ass too.
I would have had ice all in my
it's-
crib and shit. Where they at?
Hey, Issachar everywhere, boy. In North Carolina,
Hey,
in
they cooking
California.
Chinese food. They your Chinese restaurant kitchen cooking up your food.
Yep.
It's a
Look. Reggie said I done hired a few for some jobs at the Home Depot.
Hey, but ain't nothing wrong with that. See, Esau got that where you need a license to work and all that shit. Man, fuck Esau, man.
Yeah.
Put some
Y'all
fruits in
know.
the comment section.
Yeah, put some fruits. Yahawah said I love they women. I love they women too before they blow up. Yeah.
No, brother. No, bro. Look. When they women dick, I'm talking about dick got those curves, no beach ball.
What you mean, like Nakaf thick? Like torture thick? Or you mean
Like Selena dick. Like Selena.
Oh,
You
Selena.
saw
Okay.
this?
Not torture.
Yeah.
Not torture.
Right. I'm talking about Selena, man. I seen them at Whole Foods, but I think they got a little BBL back there, but I seen both of them and stuff.
Because Nakaf version of thick is different from my version of thick.
Oh, he like El Mataz, and I count Mataz because oh man, she thick. You come back, he chill damn BBW, man. Like Mataz, this chick ain't thick, man. She fat.
Nakaf said he got to weigh them with the scale they weigh the whales with.
Yeah. Man, so we got to straighten the cough out. So the cough, the second brother, the GMS, who think fat is thick, man. All right. We got to straighten that out. So, yeah.
Where that brother at? He normally could be around.
He probably working out. He probably working or something.
Yeah.
You know, he having kids too, so. Uh,
But for real, y'all ain't got no questions, man.
Baby hip hop 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 baby
I
baby
ain't got
hip
no
hop.
questions. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. We just coking and joking.
Now don't say that c word.
And for brothers wondering, I'm out here in Houston, Texas, not with a camp, but yeah, kind of. That's beautiful. You know. But hey, I done told you though, tap in with GMS Houston. You know, when you get time, if you can, right? At least tap in from you know, every now and then, and do your thing. Cause we understand every brother ain't gonna be a part of no camp, like you know, like that. But you doing your
You
lessons, you
got
doing
some
what you're supposed to do.
that's you got some brothers not GMS. They teach the truth rightfully.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got GMS. What, San Francisco, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elder Apostle Ramla was just out there. What, 2 months ago?
Shit, he probably still out there. Shit, that California air is dry. You know, it's not humid, dry. You already know that because you were out there.
Yeah, the Bay Area is
Yeah.
different though. It be raining up there. It don't rain down here.
It never rains in Southern
It never
California.
does. It never does.
It
All
never
right,
rains.
y'all would not ask your question. Come on, come on. The brother said I only ran into Wi-Fi and a dude from Sakari. I hope you ran away. Yeah, don't conversate with them. All right, the brother said, okay, to ask to tap in with brothers in the comments under their video. What? No, what's your question, Yahawah? Oh, or how should we do it? Yeah, just ask. But it's more so like, you know, you just gotta be consistent. Be consistent in the videos, right? Show that effort. You know, over a time period, it may take months, bro. You know, the brothers is gonna vet you, you know, and gotta get in contact. And then, hey, if Yahawah wants it to happen, it'll happen. So you in Vietnam, right? I think the closest camp to you, what? I don't even know, cause I ain't been in NC in a long time. Winston, you in Winston? Oh my bad.
Charlotte? Probably
Yeah.
Charlotte.
So Winston, the closest camp to you is that's what I'm thinking, Charlotte. But I don't know. Don't they got brothers in Raleigh?
Yeah. I believe so. You just reach out to Elder Hawaii, man. And he'll connect you to the brother over there. They in North Carolina. He knows them.
Yeah, you got brother. Yeah, Charlotte the only. Hey, well, that might be the move, man. Yeah, try to get in contact with them brothers. I remember when I first started, I used to drive an hour to Pasadena to go fellowship with these brothers, some affiliates. You know, I had to drive an hour there, hour back, and it was, it was worth it, man. It's the truth. So
I could tell you, GMS Chicago. We originally wasn't GMS. We was Mapataz Almaf. Mapataz means battle axe. Almaf means truth. But we became part of GMS. I think the winter of 2009 we became part of GMS. We weren't part of GMS first. We studied elders. We taught the same doctrine. Then later on became GMS, and then you had Elder Uriah, they had their camp. Then they became, they had their camp and stuff. And then they hooked up, they combined our camp. I was gone back then. I was gone. That was like 2011. Those two Chicago camps had formed and stuff. So, yep. So it was our camp, and then it was Elder Uriah camp. I don't know what year they came out. They probably came out the same time we came out. And then later on, we became part of GMS, then K&M, then they came part of our camp. Other guys, GMS Chicago. And stuff. So yeah.
Yep.
Cause I used to teach on West 95th, and what's that damn street? 95th and Halston. Used to teach on there and stuff. So yeah.
Y'all would not, I would say, because of that situation, just do your thing for now. And once you get contact,
Yeah, El Tahar knew our business. Yeah, El Tahar was at the original One West. He was young. El Tahar was like young, man. It's old video. El Tahar young, man. And he know how to box too. Those big ass fists he got. You don't want to get hit by them and stuff. Yeah, he El Tahar been in this since like his 20s, man. He's 6 years old. So that's a young man like that to take on.
Well, he had 41, I think.
41 years. Yep, a man like that, young man, you taking something serious, something serious like that, man. Young.
What divided One West? Women.
Yeah, that's why the main one closed down. Women, man.
Yeah, women.
That's one of them, man.
Elder Apostle Hart told that story so many times, man. The women used to.
Apostle Rakad, he knew it with the original One West too. He knew Tazakia, aka Comfy, Jermaine Grant.
So the women used to come in with like slits in their dresses, short dresses, things of that nature, and they used to be messing around, right? It was
So my wife come in, another brother Papa, and all that stuff. So
Yep. So it was a lot of adultery going on in the old camp. And then certain doctrines, like Elder Apostle Gabar brought out that Cornelius was an Israelite, and Elder Apostle Tahar supported it, and it was an uproar.
Yeah, that was when they was with the House of David. Yeah.
So women and doctrines and that stuff separated, but it got us
greed.
to this point. Yeah, greed too, because who's the total? Elder Apostle Gabar was talking about the tables they used to run, I believe, and
because a lot of adultery happened, Yahawashi, so it's better to keep the women out of the temples and stuff. 'Cause a lot of adultery was happening.
Yeah, y'all will not just look at what goes on in IUIC with their women. You got a lot of adultery type stories coming on, and in their congregation. So Bishop Nathaniel ain't learned from the past.
He ain't learned from the past.
He said, "Do we think King Masha?" Man, you asking us questions. You should. Do you?
Yes, King
I'm asking you that question.
Yes.
Do you think King Masha is King David?
Hold on. Let me make it. You don't have to believe King Masha is King David, but it's not required. But we know that he is King David, according to the Spirit.
Yeah, I believe it. Go watch his videos. And understand the prophecy, bro. Our Bivens had to come, right? To make way for Yahawashi, right? Now, think about this. When David came, what did David do? David couldn't build the temple, right? So it's like, as we say, nothing is new under the sun. You still have reincarnation going on. So King David had to come at some point in time to establish the house of David for it to come back in that sense.
Oh, King David, he had the keys. He had the keys to who to get the truth and not get the truth too. When he was King David, also he was Peter too. He had the keys who he wanted to get and not to get it too.
There are two houses here in these last days. There's the house of David and the house of Saul.
Yeah.
Y'all would not. Ain't nobody say Apostle Tahar was Paul. I never heard that. They said Apostle Tahar is Eli.
No, that was Vocab alone started that bullshit. Talking about he think he's Paul and all that stuff. I think that Vocab alone that started that rumor that El Tahar think he's Paul, or it's just people saying that people jealous of El Tahar. People just jealous of the elders because the elders study, they do this shit, and they cut all that false doctrine. People, they got their pride and stuff.
Yeah, nobody ever said that. So I mean, and really, we're not, we're not caring about who we are. All right, at the end of the day, we'll know all that when we get to where we get.
Yeah,
Yahawah,
some brothers say I'm a militia. Yeah,
Yahawah, we go in them chariots, man. That's all we care about.
well,
Cause shit, you could be Saul, and your ass could fall out of the truth next month. So yeah, you could be Judas. Judas was preaching. He was on the corners, 2 by 2,
yeah,
right?
but he repented at the end though. So
You got these individuals, yeah, most definitely. You got these individuals that, hey, I'm King David, man. I'm Samuel. I'm this and I'm that. What about the wicked kings of the northern kingdom? You could be
yeah.
him.
Hey,
You could
remember
be him.
that? Remember that Speckled Bird Bud out? He's always asked about King David all the time. That Edomite looking Speckled Bird. I forgot his name, man. He's always well by King. Who's King David? Like, man, come on, man. Like, damn.
But yeah, you could be any of those individuals. There was a lot of wicked kings in Israel. There was a lot of wicked individuals. Remember, it's 2/3, right? So, we don't get caught up on that shit. We just focus on the present.
Yeah.
Focus, like in Jacob's trouble, just pray that you be of that lot where they know it's a prophet in the midst. Because it's if you can't, and I know brothers be trying to use work as an excuse. You can't do that, bro. I worked 6 days out the week, right? When I had a job, I worked 6 days out the week. I still produced a lesson every single day. So
Yeah.
you can't come around here and talk about, well, I work too much. Nah, come on, bro. So go ahead.
Back in 2011, I was working and stuff. Guess what? I took that 30 minutes out. I went to go teach. I used up my 30 minutes I had a week to go out and teach the word, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So you should be more so worried about, not worried about is King Masha, King David, or none of that. Worried about yourself producing lessons, yourself getting this doctrine down pat, correct, the proper way. The distractions, the Alazars, the Genesis, all of that shit, that does not matter. All of that, don't let that distract you. And man, turn your phone off. Just study, read. You know what I'm saying? Get the breakdowns. Don't be worrying about all that hearsay, she say, he say, she say, thee say, whatever. That doesn't matter.
Man. Man, I took every opportunity to get those 30 minutes in, man, back in 2011. But that's how I had work with, man. Hey, I used those 30 minutes every week, man, to go out and teach that word. Shit.
Yep. Cause it's a fearful thing when, it be times, man, it was times when I'm like, dang, I can't think of no lesson, right? You be like begging for the spirit, like, where's it at? Where is it at? You know what I'm saying? And that's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Well, you could get with a brother, you get with a brother, do a lesson together and stuff like that. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Oh, I can't get a lesson. But if you calm down and just meditate, you'll get a lesson. Or just do a lesson with a brother. Say, hey, brother, can I come over and do a lesson, film with you and stuff. So yeah.
That's why I say also as Yahawashi say, give time to your first love, reading. Don't forget to read. Don't forget to study. Read the Bible, right? And study history. Study, what really happened. Inspire yourself in that type of way and be like, okay, I'm going to do a lesson on this. Let me study into it. Let me go deep into this so I can do this lesson properly and I can edify the sheep. Boom, then bring it out.
Well, lessons, sometimes the spirit move you. Sometimes to break down prophecies or or go over history or break down the etymology of words from Hebrew and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
um, testimonies and stuff. It goes to that health and stuff, man. So it's a lot of lessons on it, on a lot of stuff, man. How the system works, the government. Let's go. You could break down movies, commercials, ads, and stuff. There's some things you could do, man.
Yep. Like,
Don't put yourself in a box, huh?
yeah, don't put yourself in a box.
Yep.
The scriptures say, look at the ant. They're constantly moving. That's how you need
Yep.
to be in the sense of producing lessons. Keeping your mind set. That goes back to what Yahawashi said, your eye being single. Is your eye singly set on this truth?
Right.
Or are you more so playing video games more than this truth, or dealing with your woman more than this truth? Are you really forsaking everything to be in this truth? You got to ask yourself that question.
Mm-hmm.
What the rich man do? Yahawashi said, give up all your riches and come follow me, come serve me. Are you doing that in that sense of where you're forsaking everything that you have? Right?
Yeah. It's a lockout. No, I had worked out upstairs and stuff. I did my arms and legs and stuff. So, yeah. But yeah, man, you do lessons from A to Z, man. Don't.
Let's get this. This is Ecclesiasticus 10 and 21. The fear of Yahawah goeth before the obtaining of authority, but roughness and pride is the losing thereof. So you have to fear Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which is wisdom. That you have to have this wisdom and this understanding before you obtain authority, which means you have to humble down and fear Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi before he places you in that position of dominion, before you get that crown. He's not going to give you the crown if you don't fear him and serve him correctly. No, you're not going to get it. You're going to be rejected, spit out, lukewarm. He never knew you because you didn't fear him. You wasn't diligent. You wasn't afraid. You didn't worship him, right? You got individuals talking about we don't worship Yahawashi. We definitely do. We give him reverence. We give him honor. When Yahawashi comes, we are going to bow down. We are going to bow down, man.
And a lot of you Jake have a problem with that. And you gonna be knelt down and slain before him.
Luke
Because
19.
you too damn prideful, man.
Luke 19:27.
27.
Yeah.
Exactly. Slay them that don't want me to rule over them, loosely quoting. So, and slay, you can take it back. It goes to your head being lodged off, man. Right? He will also, Ezekiel 20 and 38, he will purge out the rebels. A rebel meaning you're rebelling against the government. You're rebelling against the king. You're rebelling against the kingdom. You don't want to be in that situation. It's going to be held account. You're going to be held accountable on the talents that you were given. And did you make it flip or did you bury it in the sand? And you know the answer to that question. Did you make it flip or did you bury it in the sand? What'd you do with the understanding, with the knowledge?
What is it? That scripture in the Apocrypha said you can never go too far. Max out, man. That don't mean don't take time for yourself now, but I mean there's 24 hours in a day. Like, 8 of them you probably sleep. So that gives you 16 hours. What you doing in 16 hours? Oh, I was just playing video games, man. I guess. Like, you play some video games over the truth, bro. You watching a movie? You starting a podcast?
Oh, podcast.
All right, I guess. I guess. If this is important to you.
Ecclesiasticus 10 and 27. Better is he that laboreth and aboundeth in all things than he that boasteth himself and wanteth bread. When Amos 8:11 comes around and You trying to figure out, what to do. You didn't listen to the lessons. You wasn't really taking notes. You didn't write the scriptures in your heart, right? You wasn't writing stuff down in your heart and your mind. You wasn't going over and over, constantly reading. You're like, oh, I already read Exodus. I don't got to read it again. I already read Leviticus. I don't got to read it again. I already read Numbers. I don't got to read it again. So how are you putting? Joshua said, meditate. You got to meditate on thy precepts. Through thy precepts, I get understanding, right? To meditate is to constantly think. You got to constantly think and write this stuff in your mind. Memorize it. So therefore, you won't want it bread, or you won't want that living water. It'll flow out of your belly. This is not a time to be wanting food in these times that we're about to enter into, man. Yeah, if you don't read it over and over, you will forget it. And if you don't apply it, you will forget it. If you don't exercise it, you will forget it. Yeah, y'all brothers got anything, man?
No, just pray Yahawah keep the Holy Spirit on you, man. Stay diligent. That go for all of us.
Yeah, man.
Like
Jacob's
El,
trouble.
well, just like Elder Gabar said, make yourself uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, man. Jacob's trouble. Yeah, man. We starting it right now. Is you ready?
Yep. Martial
There's not
law.
gonna be no Jacob's trouble, huh?
Martial law
Huh?
in DC. If that ain't really waking you up, Trump coming with, implementing sending federal agents taking over the police force, right? And then you got a lot of Democratic mayors that's saying they're not going to stand for it. They're going to stand up against it. What's that? Division amongst men? A nation
Yep.
divided against itself. How can it stand? So don't forget, we have tensions building up, civil wars building up, right? Sedition amongst men still waiting to happen, which is also happening. You got protests in DC, protests in LA, protests in Texas, protests all over this nation, which some of them are being oppressed. We got that earlier, but most definitely, don't tarry day to day. All right, because Yahawashi is going to come like a thief in the night. And you're going to be sitting there like, I was going to get right tomorrow. It's too late. What's them brothers say? What's the name? What's the name? Go ahead.
Now they got pews in your face, and they telling you to take this special little rice grain in your hand, and you're like, I don't know what's going on. Should I take it? I've been hungry for 5 days. Maybe I should take this.
And you can call them the name in that point in time, but if you didn't really have no strong foundation and believed in it, it's not gonna work. You wasn't
Not gonna work.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi judges the inward parts of a man. He looks on the inside of you. He knows if you faking or you for real. You can't hide that from him. You can hide that from us. Kakama will tell you, hey, GMS elders the milk. You would say you gonna go and you never do. You say you gonna study, but you never do. You can hide that from us. Hey, we don't matter. But guess what? The Most High sees and knows what you're doing. You cannot hide that from him. That's why Ecclesiastes 12, 13, and 14 is there, man. Every good deed, every wicked deed will be judged. Let me get that precept for the brother. Isaiah 66, 15 and 16. For behold, Yahawah will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames. The chariots, the so-called UFOs, coming down here, it's going to be no mercy. The doors of mercy will be closed. It ain't going to be no, oh, let me repent. Nah, nigga, the time to repent is over. Yeah, it's a time limit on that. It's a time limit to get right with Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. That's a lesson right there. It's a time.
What you think grace is?
For by fire and by his sword will Yahawah plead with all flesh. That means he gonna beg us. I heard an individual say that shit the other day, bro. I was so mad.
So
Wow.
what happens, right? It doesn't scripture say without faith it is impossible to please him, right? So how do you get faith? Well, with more scripture, let's go to it. Faith
You
come
know,
by hearing the words, right?
right? Beg. You know, praying is begging. I ain't never seen a scripture where Yahawah prayed to us.
Exactly.
Right.
Mm.
The judge, exactly. Shapath.
This is Romans 10 and 17 says, so faith come by hearing, and hearing by the word of power. So how do we hear the word of power, right? It's Hebrews 1 and 1. Here we go. Power at sundry time and diverse manners spake in time past unto the servants by his prophets. So in actually getting in the word, this increases your faith. So the amount of faith that you have, it has a time limit. And if you're found to have no faith, it is impossible to please him. So when Amos 8 and 11 comes, it actually says a famine of hearing the word. So if you don't have any faith by the time Amos 8 and 11 comes around, you can't get it regardless, because you're not increasing your faith. You don't have the name. You still angry at your brother. You in these things. He said, "Let him who is uh,
Let him in
let
was
him who is wicked be wicked
wicked
still."
still, yep.
Roughly quoting. So you're locked in for the lake of fire. And I mean, it's before I say these things, after I say these things been written. If it's been written that the elect are going to be saved from the foundation of the earth, that means your destruction was written from the foundation of the earth. Ain't no
Woo.
change in that path.
You can't change, man. You can't change. And that right there is a fearful thing. That's why I say all you can do is pray and hope to be in this thing. Right?
Got it tweaked to the level you wouldn't even think of. And you out here thinking that you want to be a fan of Cardi B and Beyonce and shit. Like, I guess, bro. I don't get the appeal, because I'm more interested in how I'm going to be saved out of here by Yahawashi, and the strangeness of his salvation that's going to be strange upon you, because you mocked it for so long. Let's get it. These people have mocked the truth for so long. They know the doctrine. They just reject it. Ain't that what happens in Hosea 1 and 10? You reject the knowledge.
Bring it up.
Hosea 4 and 6.
Oh, over 4 and 6, yeah.
Oh, I thought you had another one. I was like,
Yeah, I quoted it wrong. I said 1 and 10. It's Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no more priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. You rejecting the knowledge at this point, just like the brother brought out not too long ago. You could even go on Chat GPT and Chat GPT explain it to you. You ain't, I mean, even if you so lazy as to not want to read, you watching a video. What else you gonna do? Play the video game? I mean, like, you can't. I mean, brothers go to work all the time and got the earbud in their ear. I mean, you just making excuses at this point. And them little excuses is what's gonna get you caught up in that lake of fire, or out here in Jacob's trouble, getting strung up and your melanin getting stripped from your skin.
but they don't believe to fire burn, to the icy beam missiles be in the sky, raining down on you. You think it's fireworks 4th of July early, right? And you see the brothers getting beamed up into chariots, the strangeness of their salvation. You don't believe to that C-hip that's in your forehead or that's in your wrist start causing hella radiation, right? And you begin to feel sick, right? Your body, your insides start burning. You won't believe till then. So you're tormented. So you need torture. That's what you're asking for. By not fearing Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and siding on the side of Shaitan, right? The so-called YT man and the spiritual demon Satan. In the trick bag, as we say. Let's get this. And this is Ecclesiasticus 15:5 going down. Wisdom, which is she, shall exalt him above his neighbors, and in the midst of the congregation shall she open his mouth. So that's why brothers can bring out these scriptures confidently, correctly, properly, because wisdom is dealing with them. How do you get wisdom? We've been breaking it down this whole lesson. All right, by fearing Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, seeking him diligently, receiving the discipline. 6, he shall find joy and a crown of gladness, and she shall cause him to inherit an everlasting name. That reputation, that name which is everlasting, which is forever. But foolish men shall not obtain unto her, and sinners shall not see her. You can't deal with wisdom. So understand this. In the kingdom, you might have celebrities right now who you may look up to, you know what I'm saying, because you're foolish and you idolize them. They got a big mansion. They got this type of car. They got a Cullinan, what is that, a Phantom or whatever. I don't know. They got all that bullshit. So you look up to them because of their status in Esau's kingdom. Well, guess what? In the real kingdom, because this is the fake kingdom, which will soon destroy with fervent heat. In the real kingdom, the prophets, the true brothers, their name, they will be the celebrities, right? The hopeful elect, we will be the celebrities. When you see them, oh shit, oh, right? And as an Israelite, let's say you're 2/3 or whatever, you gonna even be in a position of dominion, a king and a priest. When you come back and get in your right mind. And your parents will be those men. Right? Because they walked into this kingdom and they brought you back. So you're gonna look up to them, Dad, man, that was you? Y'all did that?
This is Proverbs chapter 1, and I'm gonna start it at verse 20. It says, "Wisdom crieth out without; she uttereth her voice in the streets." So everybody's in the streets, right? Going back to Hosea 4:6, you reject the knowledge. The knowledge of the streets, everybody's in the streets, right? It says, "She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying." So she's in the opening of the gates. You've passed her before. She's passed you. She's tried you. But wisdom can't land on a malicious soul. Can you get that out for me, brother?
Okay.
It says, how long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scornage, and fools hate knowledge. You got it?
Wisdom, what's that? Wisdom of Solomon?
Seven?
Hello, keep going. Let me go get it. I thought it was in the beginning, like 2 or 1.
If any of you brothers in the chat know the
I
precept that
got
we're
it.
talking
It is.
about.
It is in the beginning. All right, Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 4. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin.
So she's in the chief place of concourse. In the openings of the gates in the city, she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scornage, and fools hate knowledge? You rejected the knowledge in the chief place of concourse where you come across wisdom. Turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproofs. And they have take counsel, but not of me. If you got that scripture on here.
Oh yeah,
I will.
Isaiah 30. Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahawah, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Says, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as destruction, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when your distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For they have hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of Yahawah. They would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
So you need wisdom, man. All right, what's that? Sirach 8, or is that Wisdom of Solomon 8? Let me go see. It says, oh, Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 2. I loved her and sought her out from my youth. I desired to make her my what? My spouse. And I was a lover of her beauty. You should love wisdom. You should love to see it. You should love understanding. You should love these ways, man, these things, right? When stuff is in order, when stuff is correct, the proper way of doing things, not the wicked way of doing things. The order that Esau has established right now is extremely wicked. It vexes your soul. It should vex your soul. If it does not vex your soul, then that's a problem, right? If you think that the YT man is running a great nation, then you have a bigger issue than not being able to understand these scriptures, man. You know, you may be set up for doom. You may be set up for destruction if you are aligned with Satan at the end of the day, man. So, man, we'll get a couple more, then let's wrap it up. All right, yeah. And the laws are not grievous. So this way is not hard. It's not hard to do the laws, commandments, and statutes. We're not asking you to jump off a bridge and, you know, blow up a parachute. We're not asking you to drive a car backwards in a parking spot and jump out the car and I don't know. You know, it ain't no hula hoops, man. It's just simply keep the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of your ability. Repent. Stop doing wickedness. Stop doing these pagan holidays. Stop eating lobster, crab, shrimp, pork, shellfish, calamari, octopus, whatever it may be. Stop moving off of your pride and your own thoughts. Just move in the order that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has set us up to move in. You got it up.
The brother put Hebrews 10:31, but I'm going to start at verse 30. It says, for we know him that hath said, vengeance belong unto me, I will recompense, saith Yahawah. And again, Yahawah shall judge his people. You can get that judgment must begin at the house of power.
First Peter, yep. 1 Peter 4 and 17, and it reads, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of power, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of power?
Yes, and again the Lord shall judge his people. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And he's known as the king of terrors. You tell the other nations way back when he was known as Alashaja. What you
Man,
think that mean, Jake?
there's some serious nicknames, man. Shoot, them some serious nicknames. Right? I would be a little cautious if somebody's known as the king of terrors or the father of spirits, or he's also known as the father of lights. Right? So,
This the same power
man,
that destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. And you think he's just gonna let this kingdom go on forever?
you know when Egypt was in power, when they had us in their grasp, they were massive. That was a major empire. Right? They were known. Everybody knew about that. Right? Same with Babylon. Same with Persia. Same with Greece. The Greeks. Same with the Romans. Who took down who's doing away with all these empires? Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Is he one to mess with? Nah. That's crazy.
You know what's really crazy is some of these people who believe these fairy tales and these movies about a concept of a God being all knowing and all omniscient, what Yahweh actually is and all that, right? But they can't accept it because it's in the Bible. But if it was in a Marvel comic, you would accept that shit. Like, for real.
Yeah.
You people are simple-minded and stupid. They complain about, oh, hey, how does a power have free will? Free will's nowhere in the Bible. Who told you that? Mm-hmm. Well, if I read the Bible every day. Well, then did you come across free will? Because I've never have.
And it's the fact you can't humble down. They can't humble down to the position of you are being controlled. You are shaped. What the potter wanted you to be, you are. You have vessels as first, I think one of the first precepts we read, vessels for dishonor, vessels for honor. Yahawah made it to be so. You had no say in the matter. Right? It was already decided. I'm just praying that I'm a vessel for honor. That's all you could do. And make your call to the election sure.
You know, the Bible is written so beautifully in a way that the only way you're going to get it is you have the Rakakwadash. Mm-hmm. And that's it. I mean, everybody else is just playing around. If you don't have the Rakakwadash in these days, man, you out. Ain't no changing that. And I can't give it to you if it's not ordained for you to get it.
Like when I was in that live with King Ahaya earlier, right? We couldn't understand that the messenger was Yahawashi that was in the bush. We was going over Exodus 3rd chapter. He couldn't get it. But that's showing me he don't got the Holy Spirit, man. He's got the Ruach. What a Ruach. I don't know what they say.
The Ruach HaKodesh.
Yeah, HaKodesh. That's what them brothers got over there. You know, I don't want that spirit, you know. It's torment. They're being tormented in their mind, but their pride is allowing them to think that it's okay. So they think, what's that? A fool is wise in his own conceit. He's wise in his own mind. So they believe, I mean, he sounds so confident. When I'm telling you, he was like, it says Ahaya right here in the Hebrew. Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya. I'm like, yeah, it do, but that ain't his name. What are you talking about, bro? Like, what are you talking about? I said, read verse 15. He said, I don't gotta read 15. Okay, my guy.
Hey.
These dudes, man.
Hey, he out of here, boy. I promise.
And then they said I was running. They said, nah, you don't want to address 14. Oh, okay. I said, okay.
Did you take on the verse 2?
Yeah, I took on the verse 2 and they couldn't get it. He said that's Yahawah talking.
as the angel of the Lord.
It literally said the messenger. Yeah, they couldn't get it. They couldn't get it. But once
Yeah, that's a
again,
crazy stumbling block.
that's showing you
But
they couldn't.
like I said, man, if you got a stumbling block, it's a stumbling block. It's a hard stop, boy. That's what that is. Because
Yep.
I'm telling you, I was trying to teach my brother from sincerity to sincerity. And then we got to Azazel, the goat. It wasn't gonna pass, boy. And I was appalled because everything he was clicking to it and everything is good. And now it's fallen angels again. Like,
And
oh, bro.
that's nothing but the story of what's his name? It started with a H. In Greek mythology. Uh
Yeah.
oh man. Hephaestus. Dang, what's that dude?
Hephaestus.
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 Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Azazel. He gave them fire. Hephaestus gave the humans fire. That's Hephaestus, I believe. That's all that is. It's Greek mythology. All them so-called dudes in the book of Enoch, you could trace them all to Greek gods, Roman gods as well, Egyptian gods as well.
They all
I don't think your brother gonna get it, but maybe try to line it
he
up and
not
show him that.
he not gonna get it.
Yeah, he ain't
He
gonna.
hard set on the sons of God being he's hard set on it, bro. He ain't gonna get it.
Yeah,
I just know he ain't gonna get it.
yeah, he
Because
ain't
we
gonna
have
get
the same conversation over and
it.
over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah,
And he come with the same stumbling block every single time.
yeah.
But I mean, I always wonder myself, will this be the time? And it never is, boy.
You showed him
I even
Psalms 78, 49, the evil angels.
Yep.
He can't. Oh man.
You know, one time I showed him that, he said, well, how do you know it wasn't Lucifer's plan to rebel and Yahawah made him do it? Like, what the fuck is you know? It's like, yo, like, he's
You
so
showed him,
bugged out on the
and
fallen
you showed
angel
him.
doctrine, bro. And
You showed him Lucifer as a man. You showed him that.
showed him everything I could.
Man, yeah. Brother say mercy could come, maybe.
I don't know, man. I guess I've been trying to work on it, but it's all good, man. He might come around. The next time is the next time, you know.
Well, shoot, I'm gonna get one more precept, and you can get whatever you got. I'm gonna shut it down. This is from the brother Matazabah. This is Sirach 33 and 13. As the clay is in the potter's hand, to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as likeneth him best. The Most High shapes you and created you for whatever purpose he had. Proverbs 16 and 4. He created the righteous, and he also created the wicked for their purpose. All right, he's the puppet master. You know what I'm saying? He's creating everything. He's placing spirits on individuals. Right? It's nothing other than that, man. We can't. The spirit we got on us right now, Yahawah put that spirit on us. Right? I pray he never takes it off. That's all I can do is pray, because we are begging. We are at mercy. This is humility. You know, if these guys is up here talking about, I did this, I did that, I run very fast away from them, because they didn't do shit. That's pride speaking. That's ego speaking. That's not the word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You listen to Yahawashi. Yahawashi didn't say I did anything. He said, I come to do the works of the one that sent me. I go to my Father who is greater than me. He never took the credit. So his men that he's raised up in these last days are going to move the same exact way. Right? You got it, Cochran. Anything?
Nah, bro, you broke it down beautifully. Yeah. You ended it off where you need it.
Hey, the water for everybody coming through, man. The water for all the precepts. The water for Jaquan for coming up, rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Barak Ahtham to everybody. All right, keep maintaining, keep enduring into the end. Don't take no wooden nickels, man. All right. Hey, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, and Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. As always, Kwam Yasharahla, and a Baba to this wicked kingdom. May Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi destroy this bitch yesterday, man. All right. And Shalawam.